Welcome, my name is Madan. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can perform basic database CRUD operations from ASP.NET Core MVC. So here we are in our project, MVC demo project that we created in earlier video sessions. So here, for the purpose of this demo, we are going to perform CRUD operations on pet model. So for this purpose, I'm going to add a new folder called repository, and I'm going to add a two class here called pet repository.cs. Let me copy this name so that I can use it later, and I'm going to add another interface here called ipetRepository.cs, and on this interface we are going to declare the methods that we're gonna use in pet repository for database operations. So we declare the methods here, and we implement the interface on the pet repository class, and we force the pet repository class or any class that implement ipet repository to provide implementations of those methods that we are going to declare here. So it is in the namespace of namespace mbcdemo.repository, and let's create interface, public interface ipet repository, and let's declare some of the common methods that are required to perform database operations. So to create the pet, let's declare a method called void create, and in this method we are going to pass pet as a parameter, pet, and let's bring the pet namespace. It's an mbcdemo.models, and let's declare another method to edit the pet. So void edit, and also we are going to pass a pet to this method as argument, and let's declare the method to find the single pet. So we are getting pet from the database, so the return type is pet, and let's give it a name of get single pet, and we are going to pass id of a pet as a parameter, and let's declare another method. Let's say void delete, and we are going to pass the pet as a parameter which specifies the pet we want to delete. And also let's write the method that returns all the pets from our database table. So we are returning all the pets from the database table, from pet database table. So its return type gonna be list of pet, get all pets, and we are going to pass nothing as an argument to this method, since we are going to grab all the pairs from database tables. Let's bring the namespace for using list. So that's it, our interface is ready. Now let's declare a class. It's in the namespace of mbcdemo.repository public class pet repository, and this class is going to implement ipet repository interface. Now let's provide the implement the interface. So these are the methods that we have to provide implementations. We have to provide the logic to create the pet, delete the pet, edit, and get all pairs or get single pet. Let's set this. And since we are going to use repository pattern here, if you want to learn more about repository pattern, then you can Google it from Google repository pattern, and you can head over to this link and you will find more details about what is repository pattern and how to implement this. Let's back to our project, and here, in order to perform database operations, because we are using entity framework, we need an instance of application DB context. So let's define a constructor in our class with repository, and now here we can pass application DB context. The application DB context is the class that we define here, and that is responsible for managing database operations. Application DB context, let's name it a context, and let's bring the namespace that contain application DB context, and let's copy this context to a private field in our class so that we can use this context in all the methods inside this class. And so we have declared here the private variable of application DB context type, and we have saved the application DB context that is passed to the constructor of our page repository to this local variable. Alright, that's it for this video, and we will continue the rest of our CRUD operations in next video. Thanks for watching.